Tonight, President Trump set to address a joint session of Congress, and Democrats are plotting their resistance with plans to disrupt it, I guess.
And to my fellow citizens, America is back. The presidential election of November 5th was a mandate like has not been seen in many decades. We won all 7 swing states, giving us an electoral college victory of 312 votes. We won the popular vote by big numbers and won counties in our country. And won counties in our country, 2,700 to 525, on a map that reads almost completely red for Republican. Now, for the first time in modern history, more Americans believe that our country is headed in the right direction than the wrong direction. In fact, it's an astonishing record, 27-point swing, the most ever. Likewise, small business optimism saw its single largest one-month gain ever recorded, a 41-point jump.
Members are directed to uphold and maintain decorum in the House and to cease any further disruptions. That's your warning. Members are engaging in willful and continuing breach of decorum, and the chair is prepared to direct the Sergeant-at-Arms to restore order to the joint session. Mr. Green, take your seat. Take your seat, sir. Take your seat. The chair now directs the Sergeant-at-Arms to restore order. Remove this gentleman from the chamber. Members are engaging in willful and continuing breach of decorum, and the chair is prepared to direct the Sergeant-at-Arms to restore order to the joint session. Members are directed to uphold and maintain decorum in the House. Mr. President, you continue.
Thank you.
What were you shouting to the president?
I was making it clear to the president that he has no mandate to cut Medicaid. I have people who are very fearful. These are poor people, and they have only Medicaid in their lives when it comes to their health care.
The spending bill that passed last night aims to cut $2 trillion.
Right.
Can you guarantee that Medicare, Medicaid, Social Security will not be touched?
Yeah, I mean, I have said it so many times, you shouldn't be asking me that question. We're not going to touch it. Now, we are going to look for fraud. I'm sure you're okay with that, like people that shouldn't be on, people that are illegal aliens and others. But you have a lot of fraud.
And currently, the budget that they put together requires a reduction of more than $800 billion. If they do that, they're going to have to cut deeply into Medicaid.
Well, there's not a single provision within that budget resolution that outlines one cut to Medicaid, period. They can sit there and go through the numbers and they can claim it does this or that it's going to kick people off their health insurance, but it is a lie.
According to estimates, the Republican bill would put 21 million people at risk of losing Medicaid, including 2.3 million people here in New York State.
He has no mandate to cut Medicaid. None.
Trump Care cuts Medicaid. It creates block grants to states that will lead to less care, including forcing seniors out of nursing homes and reducing health care for the poor.
The Republicans are trying to cut Medicaid. Donald Trump campaigned saying he would not cut Medicaid. I don't mean to shock people in the morning, but he's a liar.
Trump Care favors the rich. It provides a tax giveaway for the rich while leaving middle class with less access to care.
$840 billion Medicaid cut in Trump Care. So we're talking about 1.4, almost $1.5 trillion. Thank you. $1 trillion in cuts in Medicare.
According to the Washington Post, President Trump's upcoming budget proposal will include massive cuts to Medicaid and rollbacks to many anti-poverty programs.
The president says they're not going to touch Medicare, Medicaid. Is this the last we're going to hear about it, though?
Probably not. What he has said today is something that he has been saying for weeks now, that he doesn't want to touch these programs.
This is my fifth such speech to Congress. And once again, I look at the Democrats in front of me, and I realize there is absolutely nothing I can say to make them happy or to make them stand or smile or applaud. Nothing I can do. I could find a cure to the most devastating disease, a disease that would wipe out entire nations, or announce the answers to the greatest economy in history, or the stoppage of crime to the lowest levels ever recorded. And these people sitting right here will not clap, will not stand, and certainly will not cheer for these astronomical achievements. They won't do it, no matter what. Five times I've been up here. It's very sad, and it just shouldn't be this way. Joining us in the gallery tonight is a young man who truly loves our police. His name is DJ Daniel. He is 13 years old, and he has always dreamed of becoming a police officer. In 2018, DJ was diagnosed with brain cancer. The doctors gave him 5 months at most to live. That was more than 6 years ago.
I promise you, if I'm elected president, you're going to see the single most important thing that changes in America is we're going to cure cancer. I
am asking our new Secret Service Director, Sean Curran, to officially make you an agent of the United States Secret Service. Thank you, DJ. DJ's doctors believe his cancer likely came from a chemical he was exposed to when he was younger. Within hours of taking the oath of office, I declared a national emergency on our southern border, and I deployed the U.S. military and Border Patrol to repel the invasion of our country. and what a job they've done. As a result, illegal border crossings last month were by far the lowest ever recorded, ever.
Republicans keep saying Biden doesn't need Congress. He can stop what's happening at the border all by himself. Can you fact check that for us? Because we here all know that's not true.
Republicans have been saying, largely wrongly, right, because saying that the president can close the border unilaterally on his own. The president actually doesn't have the authority under law to do that.
There's only so much President Biden can do with executive action, and he did try to do whatever he could.
They actually are doing everything they can.
The president's hands are tied. There's only so much that he can do.
President Biden has issued certain executive orders, but there's only so much he can do within his purview.
In comparison, under Joe Biden, the worst president in American history, there were hundreds of thousands of illegal crossings a month, and virtually all of them, including murderers, drug dealers, gang members, and people from mental institutions and insane asylums, were released into our country. Who would want to do that?
There's no easy solutions here.
There are no easy solutions here, folks.
The president insisting there's only so much he can do without Congress.
The media and our friends in the Democrat Party kept saying we needed new legislation. We must have legislation to secure the border.
How much can actually be done quickly without Congress acting? How would this happen without the power of the purse, without Congress getting involved?
They need Congress to act to fix the broken immigration system.
But it turned out that all we really needed was a new president. Thank you.